congregation at Dentonia Park since 2009. It is one of the largest Eid congregation in Canada. But this year, 2020, the historical year of our lifetime, we are unable to get together physically because of global crisis of COVID-19 pandemic. We missed our Jummah, 5 times prayers, community iftar, where we used to serve iftar to hundreds of people every single day. But Danforth Islamic Center did not step back from its mission of serving the community. During the holy month of Ramadan, Tahrir Khutbah and Islamic lectures from renowned scholars, we tried to engage and connect virtually with our community. We tried to boost our spirituality together. Our today's Eid congregation is the part of our commitment to the community, and we will continue our online programs, inshallah, until the situation changes. My dear brothers and sisters, we'd like to show our gratitude to the brothers and sisters who have generously donated to the Danforth Islamic Center. Without your help, it could be a very difficult task for us to continue our services. Please open your heart and be generous to donate Danforth Islamic Center during this crisis time. You can visit us at danforthislamicenter.com and Facebook page to donate. Finally, please, let's keep the physical distance that our health department is advising us. Inshallah, there will be a time that we'll get together physically again. We will have our Eid congregation at Dentonia Park again, inshallah. Until then, please stay safe. May Allah bless us all. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Jazakallah khair, brother. And Alhamdulillah, we have our Sheikh, our Khatib today. He will very soon start his khutbah, but just a quick reminder before, if you haven't prayed your 2 rak'ah Eid Salah, please do it quickly with your family. Try to pray in Jamaat with your family, and then inshallah join our khutbah. And I would like to welcome our Khatib, brother Ishad Usman, to start his khutbah. Jazakumullah khair.
Can you exit my full screen, please?
Your full screen?
No, I think somebody's connecting my. Okay.
You're right now on the.
Okay. On the thing. Yeah. If you start talking, it should be fine. Okay.
Yeah. If you start talking, and just a quick request to someone who's. We could hear a beep coming from your cell phone or computer or something like that. Please mute all your microphones, please, while the Khatib is delivering his khutbah. Please, everyone. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allah la ilaha illallah, Wallahu Akbar, walillahi Allahu Akbar, walillahi alhamd. Allahu Akbar kullama sama sa'imun wa aftar. Allahu Akbar kullama laha siyah 'aid wa asfar. Allahu Akbar kullama lam'a barakin wa amtar. Allahu Akbar kullama hallala muslimun wa kabbar. Allahu Akbar kullama taba ta'ibun wa astaghfar. الله أكبر كبيرا والحمد لله كثيرا وسبحان الله بكرة وأصيلا. الحمد لله الكريم المجيد الذي أنعم علينا بفرحة العيد، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا وقائدنا وقدوتنا محمد بن عبد الله وعلى آله وصحابته الجيل الفريد. الله أكبر ولله الحمد. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, I wish you all a blessed and happy Eid today. We have gathered in unusual circumstances. But remember, today is a day of Jaizah, reward. Allah is rewarding everyone who honored the month of Ramadan and dedicated themselves and devoted themselves to honor the month of Ramadan. Today, alhamdulillah, we have achieved 30 days of fasting, and we are waiting to be rewarded by Allah. While we are celebrating this Eid with all the blessings, we are happy with all the blessings we have, like the Quran, Rasul, Deen, and the guidance. This year, dear brothers and sisters in Islam, we have to celebrate something very important. That is celebrating ourselves, celebrating yourselves, celebrating your family. Because this Eid is special because of your special achievement. Because, dear brothers and sisters in Islam, in the past years, we fasted in the spring, in the winter, in the fall, even in the scorching heat of the summer. But this year, you demonstrated your commitment to fasting Ramadan by fasting during lockdown and social isolation. Allahu Akbar. In the past, you had prayed in big mosques and small mosques and big gatherings and big congregations and small congregations. But this year, you demonstrated your commitment to Salah by praying together in your own little masjid inside your home with your family members. Allahu Akbar. And in the past, dear brothers and sisters in Islam, you may have listened to Qaris and Huffaz and Imams, beautiful recitation. But this year, you demonstrated your commitment to the Quran by listening to your own recitation and to the sweet recitation of your family members. Allahu Akbar. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, in the past you had volunteered in the mosque. You had supported many causes. You stood up with the oppressed. You stood up for justice. But this year, you demonstrated your commitment to good deeds. You demonstrated your commitment to justice by doing all of these things virtually and going above and beyond and innovating new projects and innovative initiatives to the community. Allahu Akbar. So, dear brothers and sisters in Islam, in this brief khutbah, I would like to remind you the reward the achievement we got. We have to preserve that. We have to protect that. But how do we do that? This is a challenge, it's a question we all ask when we come out of Ramadan. Today I'm going to share with you, I'm going to give you the shining example of one of the important figures, a towering figure in the Islamic history. How he did that. That is none other than Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu. Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, about him, it was said that if his iman was kept in the scale on one side, and all the humanities, all the Muslims throughout the history's iman in one scale, Abu Bakr's scale will weigh down. Subhanallah. It will be heavier on the scales. How did he achieve that? Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu did not experience poverty like Abu Huraira or Abu Dharr. But still, his scale will be heavier than those two people. Like Bilal or Ammar or Sumayya, but still his scale will be heavier than those three people. Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu did not sustain injuries in the battlefield like Talha, Abu Ubaidah or Sa'd ibn Mu'adh, but still his scale will be heavier compared to other three people. And also Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu did not die as a martyr, a shaheed, just like his companions, his friends, Uthman radiallahu anhu or Umar radiallahu anhu. Still, his scale will be heavier than Umar and Uthman. Subhanallah. Why is that? Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, because Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu had two things in his life. According to Abu Abdullah ibn Muzni, he says that لَقَدْ سَبَكَ أَبُو بَكْرَ قَوْمًا بِشَيْءٍ وَقَرَ فِي قَلْبِهِ. Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu always stood ahead of the entire community because of something in his heart. His heart, what is that in his heart? Is because one is that he always will stop in the boundaries of the Quran. He will never go beyond, he will never test the boundaries of the Quran. That is the Quran which was revealed in this month which we have now. Number two, dear brothers and sisters, he will treat people. This is his best character. He is not a prophet. We can't say that he's a Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam had the best of morals and best of character, so we cannot emulate. But Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, like, is a bashar, is a human being. He received the Quran, he listened to the Quran sallallahu alaihi wasallam, said just like the way we are listening to it. He heard Islam the way we hear now. He had a simple life like everybody else. But his qualities of staying with the Quranic boundaries and treating people in the best manners possible elevated him above everybody else. Your brothers and sisters Islam, I will give one quick example. During Aisha radiallahu anha's the scandal broke out. Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu was helping many people, including some of his relatives. And while he was giving, and he heard one of those relatives who is being supported by him, he also started to spread the rumors about Aisha radiallahu anha. When Abu Bakr heard, he was angry. He stopped giving him payment, money. The Quran verses were revealed, where it says, فَلْيَعْفُوا وَلْيَصْفَحُوا أَلَا تُحِبُّونَ أَن يَغْفِرَ اللَّهُ لَكُمْ. Forgive people. And if your relative you are paying that, do not stop that. Don't you love Allah to forgive you? Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, upon hearing these verses, he cried. Allahu Akbar, 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 La ilaha illallah, Wallahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahi alhamd. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil mursaleen. Qulu ameen. Ya Allah, alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wada'an ya Ramadan, wada'an ya shahr al-Quran, wada'an ya shahr al-rahmati wal-ghufran. اللهم إنا استودعناك رمضان فلا تجعله آخر عهدنا وأعده علينا عواما عديدة. اللهم لا تخرجنا من رمضان إلا مقبولين ومرحومين ومعتوقين من النار. اللهم لا تخرجنا منه إلا وأنت راض عنا يا رب. اللهم اجعل رمضان هذا شاهدا لنا لا علينا. اللهم اجعلنا غافرا لذنوبنا ماحيا لزلاتنا ومغيرا لنفوسنا. اللهم عيد علينا رمضان عواما عديدة وأزمنة مديدة ونحن والمسلمون في أمن وأمان وسلامة. اللهم يا حي يا قيوم وسعت رحمتك كل شيء يا ذا الجود والفضل والكرم، اعتق رقابنا ورقاب والدينا وذريتنا من النار. اللهم إننا مقصرون وأنت الكريم، وإننا مذنبون وأنت الحليم، وإننا فقراء إليك وأنت الغني عنا. اللهم تجاوز عنا بعفوك ومغفرتك يا حي يا قيوم. Ya Allah, we bid farewell to the month of Ramadan, the month of forgiveness, the month of revelation, the month of fasting and charity. The month of fasting has charity. The Ramadan has departed from us. Ya Allah, this year your honorable guests visited us during an unusual time, a challenging time where our masajis were closed, our community centers were closed. We could not pray Taraweeh or Qiyam in the mosque. We could not have iftar with friends and community members. Ya Allah, yet your guests made this a memorable Ramadan for us. It beautified our homes. It bonded our families. It empowered our children. It brought us together in innovative ways. Ya Allah, Ramadan showed us what is possible beyond what we used to do in other years. Ya Allah, Ramadan purified us and filled our hearts with renewed vigor and energy. Ya Allah, the honorable guest who was with us for an entire month has returned back to you. We ask that Ramadan be a witness for us, not against us in front of you, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, make us among those who have attained salvation and deliverance from hellfire during this blessed month. Ya Allah, don't let this be our last Ramadan. Bless us to witness more and more of this beautiful month in our lives. Ya Allah, bless us to welcome Ramadan into our homes and our hearts for many more years to come. Ya Allah, you are the most merciful of those who show mercy. You love forgiving. We ask for your forgiveness, your pardon, your mercy and your guidance. Ya Allah, we acknowledge your favors upon us. Ya Allah, we acknowledge our sins. Ya Allah, forgive us for our shortcomings in this Ramadan. There is no one who can forgive our sins except you. Ya Allah, we raise our hands today in front of you with utmost humility. We plead from you to lift this COVID-19 pandemic from our communities, our country and from the world. Only you can lift this from our midst. Ya Allah, people have suffered a lot. Many have lost their jobs. Many have lost their loved ones. Ya Allah, please show mercy on us and save us from this test. Ya Allah, please protect the seniors, the most vulnerable, and the homeless members of our community from this disease. Ya Allah, shower your mercy upon everyone who lost their life to this virus. Ya Allah, give their families the strength to bear the loss. Ya Allah, help those who lost their jobs and income to regain their financial stability soon. Ya Allah, save everyone from the pangs of poverty and helplessness. Ya Allah, protect our frontline heroes and all essential service personnel who have risked their lives to support and serve the community during this pandemic. Ya Allah, bless our political leaders who have banded together to help and strengthen the community. Ya Allah, empower them with sound and equitable decisions and the ability to implement them successfully. Ya Allah, our faith communities are suffering a lot these days to see their mosques and places of worship are closed. Ya Allah, the administrators of these holy places are struggling to maintain it after the pandemic. Ya Allah, these are our places of hope. Ya Allah, these are our oases in lives where we turn to find solace and comfort. Ya Allah, these are our children's anchors in their lives when they grow up. Ya Allah, we have built these community spaces as beacons of hope, forces of good, and guides of righteous lives. Ya Allah, please protect our mosques and places of worship being closed. Ya Allah, help us to save the ecosystem that we have so fervently built ever since we came to this country. Ya Allah, bless us to generously support these divine places to bring back to its past glory after the pandemic. Ya Allah, while many countries are fighting this pandemic as one, some states are using the situation to discriminate against religious and ethnic minorities and oppress them further, especially Muslims. Ya Allah, we ask that you protect all those who are suffering from persecution throughout the world. Ya Allah, help the Muslims of Burma, Uyghurs, India, and Sri Lanka. Ya Allah, give us audacious and courageous hearts to stand up for the justice and support those who are suffering locally and globally. Ya Allah, because social justice and advocacy is a religious mandate that you have commanded us to do with all our abilities. Ya Allah, empower these communities and increase their strength and their resolve through us and our work. Ya Allah, we seek refuge in you from harming others or being harmed. Ya Allah, we seek refuge from you. We seek refuge in you from oppressing others or being oppressed and from doing wrong or suffering wrong. Ya Allah, we ask that you guide us to the best of deeds and the best of morals in our personal and public lives. Ya Allah, strengthen our faith, which is our fortress. Strengthen our resolve, which is our compass. And strengthen our ambitions that will take us to Jannah. Ya Allah, we ask that you grant health to our bodies, grant piety to our souls, and grant purity to our conscience. Ya Allah, we ask that you strengthen the mothers and fathers in this community who have devoted their life to raise pious children. Ya Allah, bless them to raise excellent role models to this city and the country. Ya Allah, we ask that you strengthen the resolve of children, teenagers, and youth in our community. Guide them to stand up for all what is right and shun all what is evil. Give them the wisdom to know the difference between the two. Ya Allah, we ask that you bless the seniors in our community who continue to inspire us with their upright life. Ya Allah, help our religious leaders, community leaders, school leaders, and political leaders to bring the best to our community. Ya Allah, elevate all of us to achieve the best in this world. Ya Allah, we ask that you guide us to contribute to our community, our city, and our country with all our capacities that you have blessed us with. Ya Allah, help us to leave a lasting legacy through our abilities. Ya Allah, we ask that you bless the brothers and sisters who organize this virtual Eid prayer to not deprive us from the blessings of this day. Ya Allah, bring their hearts together and show them more ways to unite the community. Ya Allah, we ask that you bless our neighbors, brothers and sisters of other faith and non-faith who are among us, people who live among us and who support us and who defend us every day. Ya Allah, we ask that you make us grateful to you, mindful to you, full of love and fear toward you, and humble before you. Oh Allah, we ask for a mercy from you by which you will guide our hearts after Ramadan, purify our intentions and deeds, settle our affairs, remove our worries, and protect us and our families from all evils. Wa akhadahu alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Eidukum Mubarak. Back to you, brother.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I want to thank the Danforth Islamic Center for making this happen virtually. Of course, as my colleague Bill mentioned, this is a unique Eid al-Fitr. I mean, it's one of the events that I look forward to, spending so much time with so many people. Here we go. I'm losing you. Okay, it's one of the events I look forward to. Just so many people in our community getting to spend not only the prayer time in Dentonia Park, but then being able to visit so many different homes and sit with so many different friends and family. And unfortunately, we are unable to do that today. And it's great that the Islamic Center is able to make this happen virtually. And I know there have been many virtual iftars as well. And I know we will come together at the next Eid and have an opportunity to be together. And I know we all look forward to that. I do want to say that we have to continue to double down on our public health efforts to physically distance, to wash our hands, to follow public health guidance at all times. And if anything, Ramadan is an important lesson in self-discipline and in sacrifice. And those lessons, more than any other time in my lifetime, certainly are necessary for getting us through this together. And so I know we'll all continue to take that guidance seriously. And with that, I just want to wish everyone an Eid Mubarak and enjoy the time you spend with your family and friends today and in celebration.
Thank you, Nate, for your beautiful speech and Eid greetings. Now we have more guests, and now we would like to call Mr. Brad Bradford, the City Councilor of the BHS East York, where the Danforth Islamic Center is located and where the prayer is held. Brad has been a very, very good supporter of this Eid prayer, and without his help, we would have serious difficulty arranging the Eid prayer at Dentonia. So thank you, Brad, for supporting us, and thank you for joining us live. Please share your Eid greetings with our community.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that, and I appreciate the opportunity to be here with all of you today. Salam alaikum to my brothers and sisters. And I'm here to wish you a very safe and healthy Eid Mubarak. I would like to thank my friends, Imam Murshad and Imam Farak, and the entire board of directors of the Danforth Islamic Center for inviting me here today for this celebration, but more importantly, for bringing the community together. For uniting all of us in these very challenging times and providing a forum for us to share messages of hope and optimism and resolve. I think now more than ever, that is really an important thing to do. And I know that the Danforth Islamic Center has been very involved and very engaged, helping out in our community, helping out in the East End in the most important ways, connecting folks with food, connecting folks with resources, and doing all the good work that makes you such a wonderful community to work with. So, this year we must celebrate our Eid al-Fitr at a distance, but I'd also like to just encourage everyone to continue to do that, to thank you for your resolve. I know it's very challenging to be apart, but it's unique. I think when we look back on COVID-19, one of the things that we will remember is just how we came together despite the need to be physically apart. So, as my colleague Nathaniel indicated there, we're very much looking forward to being back in Dentonia Park, and I know Councillor Crawford feels the same way. It's one of the things, the days on the calendar that we all look forward to so much, and just seeing everyone, the sun shining down in Dentonia and being together is something that we can think about now, but know that the important work of staying apart for the moment is where we need to be. So wishing everyone health and success. We're going to get through this together. And big thank you to the Danforth Islamic Center for providing a platform and bringing us online. So Eid Mubarak to all of you, and stay well. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Brad, for your wonderful Eid message. Now we have our Honorable Mayor of the City of Toronto, Mr. John Tory, joined us. We also have Gary Crawford, MPP, Dolly, and Remember Birds. We'll call them all. So because we have our mayor has a lot of commitment, so we would like to call Mr. Mayor right now, and then we'll go to the other guests. Thank you very much. Please, Mr. Mayor, please share your Eid greetings with our community.
Well, thank you so much, and Assalamu alaikum to one and all, and Eid Mubarak to everybody. And may I just join my colleague Brad Bradford and also Gary Crawford. The two of them are both with me today on this virtual celebration of Eid in wishing people a very happy Eid. It's regrettable that we're in a situation this year because of the pandemic where we can't have the wonderful celebrations that I heard Councillor Bradford referring to. It's been such an uplifting experience and such a wonderful thing in our city to see hundreds of people, for example, in Dantonia Park, or to see hundreds, in fact, thousands of people down at Exhibition Place with families. And it really is one of those things I explain to people who are not as aware as I have become. I've had the privilege of becoming of the Islamic faith, that Eid is kind of like Christmas Day for Christians. It's a very important and very happy celebration. And rightly so, after a month that has involved great devotion and great sacrifice. And I've become aware of that too. I don't need to ever compare it to what you all do year in and year out. But yeah, last year I did, as a gesture of solidarity and trying to learn, I fasted for one day. And, I found it to be a very challenging experience to fast in the true sense. I was totally obedient about what was supposed to be done. And so to do that for a month, and then to combine that with people who continue to do their work, although it's been a bit more unusual this year. But then the most important thing to me is not that gesture of devotion or that behavior that demonstrates such devotion and discipline, but it's also the generosity that goes with Ramadan. I've seen it firsthand over all the years, the things that people do and have done. And increasingly, the Muslim faith community is becoming one that's becoming more and more and more engaged in the community as a whole. I often cite the example of the sandwiches that are made up at the Muslim Welfare Center in North Scarborough and then taken down to Regent Park, where they're given to people of all faiths and all descriptions. And this is what Toronto's all about. And I just want to thank you for the fact that that kind of example is repeated over and over again, not just during Ramadan, but also during the entire year. So I hope that you will continue to be what I know you have been, which is so contributing to our effort to get rid of this pandemic so that we can gather together in the park and at Exhibition Place and other places next year for Eid. And I hope you will be patient with that. We're on the right course, but the numbers just aren't yet where they need to be. And we've got a while to go before we put this behind us. And I know that next year we will be able to be in the park again. We will be able to celebrate Eid and iftar dinners. I missed them this year. We did some virtually, but it's not the same, I know, for your families or for you. So again, thank you for what you're doing. Eid Mubarak to one and all. And thank you for the wonderful contributions you're making across the board to this community from the Danforth Islamic community. I look forward to visiting for Friday prayers sometime soon when we're able to be back at that. And again, I wish all of you and your families a happy Eid. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Mayor of Toronto, for sharing your Eid greetings with us. I appreciate all the guests and all the members for joining us and being patient. Sorry, we had to make a little bit of adjustment on our schedule, but we'd like to move on to calling one of our very engaging City Councilor, Mr. Gary Crawford from Scarborough Southwest, to share his Eid greetings. And then we have our special guest, Rima Burns-McGon and Dolly Begum, who will also share their Eid greetings with you. Thank you very much. Gary, you are unmuted now. You can speak.
Here we go. Okay, I'm just watching the little thing. First of all, Assalamu alaikum, and Eid Mubarak for myself and of course my entire community. I want to thank the Danforth Islamic Society too for this invitation. It's an honor and it's a privilege to be able to speak with all of you today. Eid, as you all know, is a special time where communities come together. We celebrate with friends and with family. And we're celebrating, and you will be celebrating today. And again, I'm glad that we're here to be able to do that with you. It marks the end of a month of fasting with Ramadan. Those times where you look at those who are less fortunate. I think it's a time of reflection, and I think more so this year. Indeed, it has been different the way we have been having to isolate ourselves. But I'm hoping that it has been a time to reflect with deeper meaning, more so than any other years. And as my council colleague Bradford mentioned, we will remember this time and this time going into the future, because it is an opportunity to reflect that much deeper. I also want to thank all the Muslim people and the communities for coming together in this difficult time to support each other and to bring what you need to bring to each of us as we sometimes are struggling individually and collectively. It was my pleasure also to celebrate Ramadan with many of you this year. It was virtual, and those iftar dinners were a little bit different. I do much enjoy celebrating them in person, and I look forward to that next year myself. And I appreciate all the efforts and leadership in improving the lives of so many in our community, local community, of course, but broadly across the city and across the country and around the world. It's a privilege to be serving as a leader in this community and supporting the people in Scarborough Southwest. So to that, Eid Mubarak, and thank you very much for the invitation to be here with you today.
Thank you, Gary, for your wonderful lead message. Now we have, without any further ado, would like to call the MPP from BHSC Corredi, Rima Burns-McGon. I sometimes mispronounce her last name, so I'm sorry about that. It's unintentional. And Rima has been a very good supporter of this community and all the initiatives that Danforth Islamic Center takes. So please, Rima, share your Eid greetings with our community. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, and no worries at all. I've just become used to being MVP Rima. That's just fine. Eid Mubarak and Salam Alaikum to everybody. I really want to thank the Danforth Islamic Center for all the incredible work that you've done supporting the community, especially through this really difficult time. This is a community, many of whose members have been hit particularly hard by COVID-19. It's a community where there are many essential workers, and I want to just thank all of you for your bravery and your sacrifices, putting yourself out there every day. Just thank you from the bottom of my heart. I know that also in the community there's been an enormous loss of income, a lot of fear. It's very difficult to self-isolate when somebody becomes ill, and so there have been a lot of real trials. There have been loss of many loved ones in this community. Inshallah, Allah will bless you for the difficult times that you've had and for all of the self-sacrifices and the sacrifices that you've made. Inshallah, also, you have felt ease along with the hardship. It's been a very different Ramadan where people have been deprived of the physical closeness of community as they have fasted and prayed and meditated. And I hope that some of that has been ameliorated by the spirit of community and the sense of closeness to Allah, inshallah. And as everybody else has said, we're not through COVID-19. We have to keep going. So even though the temptation is great today, on a beautiful day to get together with loved ones, please continue to physically distance. Please continue to be with everybody in spirit. And inshallah, next year we'll all be together in person in Dantonia Park. Thank you so much.
Thank you, MPP Rima Burns-McGon. Thank you for your beautiful Eid message. And now I would like to call one of our very active and engaging member of our community and our member of the Ontario Legislature, MPP Dolly Begum, to share her Eid greetings with all of you. Thank you, Dolly, for joining us, and please share your Eid greetings.
Jazakallah khair, Washim. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Want to wish all the wonderful people of Scarborough Southwest, as well as everyone across Ontario and I think across Canada who's watching this, Eid Mubarak. And to the Danforth Islamic Center, thank you so much for putting this together, this virtual congregation, and making it possible for all of us to share this greeting and to share this space and have this moment, because the event that we have at Dantonia Park, I know it's so special for all of us, for the entire community. We get so many people, the entire field is packed, and not to be able to do that has been very difficult for a lot of people. And while I say that, I also want to thank the entire community that has, it's been really difficult to say, no to going to the mosque and, not no to the gatherings of iftar. And so thank you so much to all of you out there who have been at home and practicing social distancing and doing everything possible to make sure that we protect and support one another. It's been so incredible watching the different organizations from the Muslim community who have come together to celebrate Ramadan in different ways, but also to support one another. There are different organizations, different volunteer groups that have done iftars, and it's been so remarkable because there are a lot of people who have been hit the hardest, much more than others. So it's been very difficult. I had the honor of hosting an iftar myself, and it was really incredible to have some young children and youth join me for the iftar. And it was on the 26th night of it, which is a special night for many of us, for the Muslim community, and for the 26th Ramadan. And it was just so incredible to have to be able to share this night and this moment with the children, but also to hear, actually, we had one 9-year-old youth who shared Surah Duha during the iftar. And I think for me and for many of us, it was a reminder. It was a beautiful reminder of how there, once we wait, there is the good time, there is that love, that forgiveness that's coming from above, and we will get through this. It's been difficult for all of us, but Allah will make sure that we get through this. He's protecting us, and He's making sure that we are together in this hardship, and we're going to make sure that we get through this. It was so beautiful listening to Nawaz actually goes, to this surah, and all the children talk about what Ramadan is and the reflection of Ramadan. So thank you so much again to Danfoot Islamic Center for this. I truly appreciate, as a Bangladeshi Muslim in this community, to all my brothers and sisters from the Bangladeshi community, সবাইকে অনেক অনেক শুভেচ্ছা, ঈদ মুবারক, বাসায় থাকেন, ঘরে থাকেন, be safe, and ইনশাআল্লাহ আগামী ঈদে আমরা সবাই একসঙ্গে জামাতে নামাজ পড়বো জেন্টনিয়া পার্কে। Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you, Molly. Thank you, Dolly, for your wonderful message. It's very touching, and thank you all the guests for participating today. Our program is being live broadcasted at NRB TV, so a lot of members of our community are also watching this and listening to you, to all your valuable speech. Now, I would like to request, before we open the floor for the community members to greet one another, we would like to welcome Brother Halal Chaudhry to briefly share his Eid greetings. Well, Halal Chaudhry is the chair.
I guess we'll start with the brothers or two imams.
Oh, sorry, apologies. My apologies. Yes, our program is our two imams will be sharing their Eid greetings, and then we'll have Brother Halal Chaudhry quickly share his message with you, and then we'll have the floor to the community
and members. Also other community members, inshallah.
Also other community members, you will have the opportunity to greet each other. Thank you very much.
Brother Rashad.
I think he's already here.
Yes, the speaker is... Yes, go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Thank you so much for joining today, and it's great to hear from everybody. And I wish you all a happy and blessed Eid today, as you are gathering with your family. It's going to be very special. It's a memorable one. You are going to celebrate this with your family members. And as just referring back to my speech, the sermon, we know that all the masjids, all the mosques are being challenged. So this is how the ecosystem we built. This is our community's treasure. This is our community's wealth. And this is our investment to the community. This brings a lot of goodness to the community. So if I may humbly ask all of you, I know this day, while you are giving salam to your family members, you also give Eid money, Eid gift money to all your children. It's a small amount of money. But I think that if I humbly ask you, if you may consider giving the Eid gift to the masjid, to the Danfoot Islamic Center. Every one of you can, whatever the amount you can afford to give to DIC, so that inshallah, once this pandemic is over, we all can come together, as all the MPPs and the political leaders said, we have to gather again in Danfoot, the Dentonia Park, during which time we know there is something which we hold dear to us, and we protect that, we save this from being closed down. So it's just a humble request from all of you. Just remember that Eid gift. When you're giving the Eid gift to your family members, to your children, DST as a gift. A portion of that to go to the DST. Eid Mubarak to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, Brother Imam Farouk, the Imam of Danforth Islamic Center, please share your Eid greetings with the community.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Innal hamdalillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa man wala. Amma ba'd, fa'uz billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. সম্মানিত দিনী ভাই এবং বোনেরা, এতক্ষণ যাবত আমরা অত্যন্ত গুরুত্বপূর্ণ আলোচনা শুনেছিলাম, খুতবা শুনলাম, এরপরে আমাদের মেহমানদের বক্তব্য শুনেছি। আমি জাস্ট আপনাদেরকে একটু শুভেচ্ছা বক্তব্য রেখেই আমার কথা শেষ করবো ইনশাআল্লাহ। আমরা জানি যে এবছর আমরা একটা ব্যতিক্রমধর্মী ঈদ উদযাপন করেছি। এই ঈদ উদযাপন করতে গিয়ে আমরা না মসজিদে যেতে পেরেছি, না তারাবি আদায় করতে পেরেছি মসজিদে যেয়ে, না ইভেন জুমা করতে পারি নাই। এবং আমরা প্রতি বছর যেভাবে ড্যানফোর্থ ইসলামিক সেন্টার আয়োজন করে ড্যানফোর্থ পার্কে, ওখানেও আমরা যেতে পারি নাই। এই দিক থেকে আমরা একটু দুঃখ পাচ্ছি। বাট অন দি আদার হ্যান্ড যদি আমরা চিন্তা করি যে এইবার ঈদের মাধ্যমে হয়েছে কি অনেক আমরা লাভবান হয়েছি অনেক বিষয়। একটা হচ্ছে যে আমাদের একটা কথা ছিল যে আমরা সবসময় ব্যস্ত থাকি, আমাদের সন্তানদের অভিযোগ যে আমরা তাদেরকে সময় দেই না। এবছর আলহামদুলিল্লাহ আমরা তাদেরকে এত সময় দিয়েছি যে পুরো একটা মাস, আমরা এক মাসের থেকে বেশি প্রায় 2 মাস আমরা তাদের সাথে থেকেছি, তারা আমাদের কাছ থেকে দেখেছেন, একসাথে আমরা ইফতার করেছি এবং আমরা আমাদের বাড়িগুলাকে, আমাদের বাসাগুলাকে আমরা সালাত দিয়ে, কোরআন তিলাওয়াত দিয়ে আমরা আবাদ করে ফেলি আলহামদুলিল্লাহ। এরপরে আমরা দেখেছি যে এই ক্ষেত্রে বিশেষ করে এই ঈদ উপলক্ষে আমাদের যদি লকডাউন না হইতো তাহলে আমাদের অনেক টাকা পয়সা খরচ হইতো। আমরা ঈদের সময় কেনাকাটা করতাম, এরপরে বাইরে হলে আমাদের অনেক খরচ হইতো। এগুলো আমরা সেভ করতে পেরেছি এবং আমরা বিশ্বাস করি যে এই লকডাউন সিচুয়েশনেও আমি দেখেছি যে আমাদের চাকরি বাকরি নাই, এরপরেও আলহামদুলিল্লাহ আল্লাহর বান্দাবান্দিরা আমাদের মসজিদে, বিভিন্ন মসজিদগুলোতে তারা ব্যাপক দান খয়রাত করেছেন এবং ভবিষ্যতেও করবেন, আমরা এটা আশা রাখি। তো আলহামদুলিল্লাহ, জাযাকুমুল্লাহ খায়রান। আমি সর্বশেষ যে কথাটা বলতে চাই যে এই রমজান মাস আসার পর থেকে ড্যানফোর্থ ইসলামিক সেন্টারের পক্ষ থেকে আমি ফারুক আহমদ আপনাদের সামনে প্রতিদিন ইফতারি ব্যাপারে কিছু আলোচনা রেখেছি। আমাদের এখানে সাপ্তাহিক তাফসির হয়তো, সেখানে গুরুত্বপূর্ণ মেহমানরা এসেছেন, আপনারা দেখেছেন। ড্যানফোর্থ ইসলামিক সেন্টারের দরজা যদিও বন্ধ ছিল, কিন্তু আলহামদুলিল্লাহ আমাদের কার্যক্রম বন্ধ ছিল না। আমরা অনলাইনে আলহামদুলিল্লাহ আমাদের সামর্থ্য অনুযায়ী আমরা অনেক প্রোগ্রাম করার চেষ্টা করেছি। আপনারা জানেন যে ইফতার প্রোগ্রাম রেগুলার হইতো এবং প্রতি সোমবার এবং বৃহস্পতিবার সেখানে কোরআন ক্লাস হইতো এবং আমরা প্রতি সপ্তাহে বাইরে থেকে গেস্ট নিয়ে আসতাম এবং সেখানে ওনারা বক্তব্য রাখতেন, আপনারা শরীক হয়েছেন। তো এইভাবেই আমরা এটা উদযাপন করেছি ইনশাআল্লাহ। আমি মানুষ হিসাবে আমাদের ত্রুটি বিচ্যুতি হতে পারে, কথাবার্তায় যদি ভুলভ্রান্তি হয় ইনশাআল্লাহ আপনারা ক্ষমা করে দিবেন। অতীতে যেমন ড্যানফোর্থ ইসলামিক সেন্টারের সাথে আপনারা ছিলেন, ইনশাআল্লাহ ভবিষ্যতেও ড্যানফোর্থ ইসলামিক সেন্টারের সাথে আপনারা থাকবেন। সবাইকে আমার ব্যক্তিগত পক্ষ থেকে এবং ড্যানফোর্থ ইসলামিক সেন্টারের গভর্নিং বডির পক্ষ থেকে সবাইকে আন্তরিক মোবারকবাদ জানিয়ে আমার সংক্ষিপ্ত কথা আমি এখানে শেষ করছি। ওয়া আখিরু দাওয়ানা আলহামদুলিল্লাহি রাব্বিল আলামিন। আসসালামু আলাইকুম ওয়া রাহমাতুল্লাহি ওয়া বারাকাতুহু।
Thank you, dear Brother Imam Farouk. Just to summarize what Brother Farouk said in Bengali, some of you probably did not understand the language. So Imam Farouk mainly stressed on the point that, although the door for the Danforth Islamic Center was closed due to COVID-19, the services did not stop. Danforth Islamic Center continued serving the community through its virtual activities by offering lectures, arranging different Quran classes and other events virtually. Danforth Islamic Center also has joined and Brother Farooq personally volunteered with the iftar distribution program that organized by the other organizations in the community. And in front of Danforth Islamic Center, every day 200-300 iftar meals were distributed to the community members. Brother Farooq also reminded us all that this Ramadan, although it was different, it was in a way blessings for many people, because a lot of people complained and a lot of children from the community complained that their family, their parents were not giving enough time. This Ramadan allowed everyone to spend time closely with the family and strengthening the family's bond. So thank you, Brother Imam Farooq, for your wonderful reminder and your beautiful Eid greeting message. Thank you very much, everyone, all the members of the community, to participate in this beautiful virtual event and making it a real success. We will be very soon opening our forum to the members of the community. But before we do that, just a quick request to Brother Halal Choudhury to share his Eid with you.
Brother, before Halal, I like to request all the directors of Danforth Islamic directors and all the officials of Danforth Islamic Center, can you please open your camera and greet all these guests that joining us today? Brother Naimul, Brother...
Are they here?
Brother Anamullah Kausar, Brother Habib, please open your camera and then greet our guests today. And Brother Mishki, start, Brother Mishki. You have to unmute.
Mubarak to all. Thank you very much for coming here. Jazakallahu khair. Eid Mubarak again. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Mishki. Other brothers, Brother Habib, Brother Abul Kalam Azad.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. From my family to your family and everyone who attended today's online program, Eid Mubarak to everyone, and wishing the best, inshallah.
Brother Anam, Brother Naimul, Brother Abul Kalam Azad, Brother Azad. Okay, I guess we can go forward when they...
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Okay, walaikum assalam. Open your camera, my brother.
Assalamu alaikum, dear viewers, listeners, and my dear kids. Eid Mubarak. On behalf of Danforth Islamic Center, I just want to thank you all for joining us today for our Eid celebration, online Eid celebration. Happy Eid Day. Eid Mubarak. Jazakallah khairan.
Any others?
Thank you.
Is Anam bhai
Brother,
here?
Brother Anam. Kausar bhai, apni thakle ekটু on kore.
Brother Inam, I didn't see him, but
okay. Kalam bhai kya achen? Brother Kalam. Okay, if it is not, then let's start. I guess we can go our other guests.
I think we have only Brother Halal Choudhury left.
Okay. Let's start with Brother Halal.
Brother Zia as well.
Yeah.
Not sure
Okay.
if he's...
We can go with the Brother Halal.
I unmuted him, but I'm not sure if he is able to access that. Yes, he's now on mute.
is it okay now?
Yes, it's okay. We can hear you.
Open your video.
Okay, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Eid Mubarak to all of our followers, brothers, sisters, those who are participating in the Eid Jamaat of Dantonia Park. I'm the president of Eid Organizing Committee. Unfortunately, we cannot see our face this time in the field. That is all Allah's will. Inshallah, next time, if we stay alive, we'll see you on the
So it seems like there's a connection problem. So thank you, brother Halal Chowdhury.
Please stay safe.
Hello? Yeah, it seems like there's a connection problem. We lost Brother Halal's voice. So thank you very much for sharing your Eid greetings. Virtually conducting an event like this is not easy, it's challenging, but thank you for everyone who participated. Thank you all the guests for joining us today. And thank you NRB TV for live broadcasting this event. You know, we're going through an unprecedented situation, but with the help of Allah, with the mercy of Allah, we will inshallah overcome this situation. And everybody, on behalf of Danforth Islamic Center, we would thank everyone for participating today. Please remember one thing, that Danforth Islamic Center, although the pandemic stopped or disrupted lives, Danforth Islamic Center hasn't stopped. It's continuing its operation. But Danforth Islamic Center now is in more need of your help than ever. So please consider donating generously to Danforth Islamic Center so that they could continue giving the services they are giving to you. And now we will open the floor to everyone. We'll unmute so you can greet each other, and you can also greet our guest. We have Dolly.
আমরা যদি নাম ধরে দিয়ে একজনকে আমরা ভলান্টিয়ারকে বলতে পারি, যেমন
let's start.
জাকারিয়া আছে, মানে জাকারিয়া চৌধুরী আছেন, আনমিউট করে দেন। ওকে, তারপরে মুজাহিদ ভাই যদি থাকেন তাহলে ফ্রি থাকেন। জি,
we have okay, I guess
so
okay, let's start with
here.
All unmute again.
Voice is dropping for
let's start with, okay, is brother Zakaria there? Brother Zakaria, brother Mirza Mustafiz. Brother Mirza Mustafiz, are you if you're there, okay.
নাম লেখা না থাকলে বোঝা যাবে না।
Mirza Mustafiz, I guess I saw him. Brother Imamuddin.
আমাদের Kurshid Khan ভাই আছে,
yeah, come on.
I am from Bengali Information and Empowerment Services Executive Director, and thank you for joining and organizing these kinds of wonderful Zoom meeting. And I especially thanks to all the public representatives who joined here and support us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Brother Imam. Brother Kurshid.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Kurshid. Can you unmute my video, please?
Brother Kurshid.
We can't see.
This is
Night Punjabi.
Alhamdulillah. Yeah. This is Kurshid Khan, immediate past president Rotary Club Toronto Danforth. Actually, I see most of our club members participate today's virtual event. So my Eid Mubarak to all of our Rotary Club members, and also to everyone. Especially thanks to Danforth Islamic Center for organizing such a wonderful event. Thank you so much. And again, Eid Mubarak to all of you.
Thank you. Brother Faisal, Brother Mujahid.
I can't see that.
If you are available, can you please open your microphone and greet our guests? Brother Zakaria there. Yes, Brother Zakaria, you can go ahead.
মুজাহিদ ভাইরা কেউ যদি জয়েন করেন তাহলে যদি নাম লেখা না থাকে তাহলে রিনেম লিখলে আমরা ওখানে দেখতে পাবো।
Okay, Brother Zakaria, you can go ahead. Yeah, you're on the camera.
But I think his microphone is not working.
I think he doesn't have a microphone. So we take his gesture, inshallah.
They have been our key volunteers and have been very hardworking for our Eid prayer. So we, on behalf of all of our key volunteers, Zakaria Bhai who couldn't speak, we greet you all. Eid Mubarak.
Okay, কথা বলতে চাইলে একটু হ্যান্ড রাইজ করলে আমরা
Brother Zakaria, can you hear us? Okay, brother Dr. Mahabub.
Eid Mubarak. We missed the Eid celebration at Dantonia Park. However, I thanks to Danpur Islamic Center for arranging such a wonderful online Eid celebration program. I give thanks to all of the guests who participate this online program, and they give some of the speech to us. I think it is a very important for us in this COVID situation because we are remaining in our house. So this program comes together with each other. I think at least we can get some of the communication by this program. And I give also thanks to all of the participants who joining this program, and they help to successful our program. So thanks all of the participants, DIC and guests. Thank you. Eid Mubarak.
Thank you. I see the brother Rahim.
Oh my God, sorry.
Yes.
Unmute shilo?
No, it's okay. We got everything. Yes. Brother Shamim, I see your camera is on after a long time. Just greet for a few seconds, inshallah, to everybody.
Yeah. Assalamu alaikum. Eid Mubarak to all of Muslim community, to all of human community, human people. And I would like to give a special thanks to DIC to arranging this virtual like Eid celebration program. And I wish all the best all mankind. Thank you so much. Thank you, brother. See you next time.
Thank you. And also I see we have a elder Dewan Shirazul Islam. Would you like to greet us, say something to our audience?
Dewan Shirazul Islam.
বাংলাদেশ থেকে আচ্ছা বাংলাদেশ থেকে বলেন, আপনি বাংলাতে বলতে পারেন, বাংলা বলেন।
জি, বাংলাদেশ থেকে অংশগ্রহণ করছে।
জি।
সবাইকে ঈদ মুবারক। সেন্টারের প্রোগ্রাম দেখে বাংলাদেশ থেকে আমরা খুবই খুশি হয়েছি। সবাইকে ঈদ মুবারক। আল্লাহ রাব্বুল আলামিন এই প্রোগ্রামকে সফলতা দান করুন।
আমিন। ওয়াসিম আপনি ইয়েতে বলে দেন বাংলাদেশ থেকে উনি জয়েন করছেন।
Thank you very much. Dewan Shirazul Islam joined us from Bangladesh. He wanted to share his Eid greetings with everyone. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you and he said Eid Mubarak to all of you, and he's very delighted to join. Thank you.
Dr. Shibli Nomani.
Dr. Shibli, yes. Dr. Shibli.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi.
I am really happy to participate such a great event, and we give